What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take. It's all brought to you by our terrific friends at Welch & Company Jewelers, Stumble and Monkey Brewing Company, and the Vince Aguirre Consulting Group. Log on today to vcgtransforms.com. That's vcgtransforms.com. Become a better leader both personally and professionally. You know, I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with the Buffalo Sabres, especially lately. They're a fun group to watch, and you just... I love, and they beat Pittsburgh last night in a game that was a thriller. I watched basically the whole thing. Pittsburgh tied it late 3-3. Pittsburgh's guys were unbelievable too. I mean, you look at Malkin scored, Crosby scored, Letang scored the tying goal at 3, and then the Sabres ended up going into a shootout and winning. But it's the core guys that are coming together. I mean, you hope, again, that 5 of, like, these 8 players, maybe even 6, really pan out. But they are really young. I mean, when you think about going down the list in no particular order, Dylan Cousins, 21, Casey Middlestat, 23. You've got Tage Thompson, 24, Alex Tuch, 25. You have Dahlin at 21. You have Owen Power on the way. You have Samuelson at 22. They got to figure out the goaltending situation. I wish Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen was playing more right now. They've obviously got more help on the way. They've got Krebs, they've got Peterka, they've got all these different guys ready to roll, and that's a great thing, I think, for the Sabres and for Sabre fans. The question is going to be, will they have an opportunity next year to possibly make the postseason? I mean, I think that's really the question. How soon will all of these guys? How soon will they develop? How soon will they, take the next step? Because in reality, while all this is fun, the Sabres haven't made the postseason since 2011. JJ Peterka, excuse me. I think I said Saturka. I meant Peterka. I was just looking up him here as well, just so I could get the age. I think he's 21, if I'm not mistaken. 20 or 21, 20 years old. I mean, JJ Peterka, there's another guy who's like... ready to go, who was a second rounder, 34th overall in the 2020 draft. So, and he's a right winger. You can put him kind of on both sides. He's very good, very fast. So there's help coming. And there's a big core there. You just hope that, a lot of these guys pan out. I think Alex Tuch is a guarantee to pan out. He's going to be a superstar in this league. He might already be there. I remember talking to his youth coach, Scott Montagna, and he said, he's a superstar now. He's on the cusp of greatness in Buffalo. You think about it, you hope maybe you get a Peyton Krebs, you get, Dylan Cousins, you get Tage Thompson, Alex Tuch, out of the forward group, and then you've got Dahlin, Power, and Samuelson, and then others to kind of build around them and the depth pieces. So just was a really fun game to watch last night. The Sabres get it done again. And if you look at this last stretch here in closing, you go back about 4 or 5, you go back about 6-7 games. The Sabres 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've won 5 of 6 recently. You go back 7, 8, 9, 10. They've won 7 of 10, 5 of 6, and 7 of 10. So this has been a really nice stretch here for Buffalo, gaining steam, getting a lot of momentum. I think there's a few games left to play. They got the Rangers on the road. They've got at Chicago, Winnipeg, Nashville, Florida, Carolina, at Carolina, Florida on the road, Tampa on the road, Toronto on the road, St. Louis, Philly, and then at Philly, at Jersey, home for the Islanders, at the Bruins, and then home for the Chicago Blackhawks. So should be a really fun stretch here to just kind of see these guys continue to build, and hopefully they can do it quickly and get the goaltending from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for the future, who's 23 years old, and next year make a serious push at a playoff spot. That's the goal. They got to get there very soon. I don't even know if 2 years from now you can say, oh, well, you give them another year to make it. I think all bets are off. I think the way they're playing right now and the way these guys are developing, you've got Owen Power, you have multiple number 1 picks, you just traded Eichel and got a haul for him. You got to make the playoffs next year. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And, of course, you can download and subscribe to my podcast all over major podcast platforms. It's called the ML Sports Platter. Huge guests, new and archived episodes, you name it. Just had Peter Golan back on, have had Bob Costas, Adrian Wojnarowski, Baseball Hall of Famers, Eric Wood, you name it, Mike Tirico, etc. So jump on and download, subscribe, leave feedback, and a 5-star review for that. We are brought to you by Tiny Bubbles Laundromat, Rosie's Corner, and Brewerton Ace Hardware. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.